Hello, my name is Chris Armentrout, and I was tasked with implementing a mechanic for this tile-based game. So for my mechanic, I created a activation tile swap mechanic. So to get through the level, there's some pits here that the player cannot cross. And if you go across the activation tile, it will swap the tiles and allow the player to get across. And you're also able to push blocks onto the tiles to be able to pass and get through. This is just a simple level to introduce the mechanic. Uh, this will have a little bit more of a puzzle to get through. But again, as you push or walk onto the activation tiles, they swap the floor tile and an adjacent tile next to it to be able to pass through impassable areas. So for my setting up my mechanic, I just did a pretty basic, simple floor tile that is modified with some code. Uh, changed the color on it to this green color. I have two functions set up, blink on and a blink off, that when you step onto a tile or push a interactable on, it will blink onto a brighter green, and once stepped off, it changes back to its original color. For the implementation of the mechanic, I started off with in the begin play, you set the initial material of the tile to the original for the working of the blink on and blink off, and then I set the floor tile type and the adjacent tile to these variables that I created of the floor tile and adjacent tile, which are instance editable, that you are that you select the tiles that will be activated by this activation tile. Um, Once on either the player or an interactable object enters the tile, the parent function is called and gets run from the original tile, the parent class. After that, we have a slight delay and have the tile blink on to a brighter color. We check to see if the tiles have already been swapped. If they have not been swapped, or if they're not set as tiles not swapped, we run the code. Um, and basically we swap the types of the tiles that are going to be that get activated. So the floor tile gets set as the adjacent tile type, and the adjacent tile gets set as the floor tile type. Uh, Once that is completed, we have a slight delay. We update the floor tile, another small slight delay, update the adjacent tile, and set tile swapped as true. Um, and then on exit, uh, right now all I have it doing is going back to its original color. The My intention was to swap the tiles back once you exit off the tile or push the interactable off of the tile. I did have an issue with implementing that code with my variables being instance editable. Um, I was having a reference issue with the tiles, so I wasn't able to implement that. But that is where I'm at with my mechanic. Thank you all for your time. I hope you all have a great day.